thoughts on that one? It wasn't necessarily overwhelming by you guys performance-wise, but you went out.
Yeah, I mean, we started out the game like it was going to be a fantastic performance by us. I was really thinking this was going to be a special night, and then we played the second half quite differently. Obviously not thrilled with the way we finished the match, but I'm extremely thrilled with the result.
You tied the MLS record for the longest undefeated streak at home. I know you've mentioned many times how you wanted to make this place a fortress. I guess that stat kind of bears out the success of those efforts.
Yeah, we feel really good about that statistic now. And now I think in our next match we'll be gangbusters going to break the record. It is important to us. We take a lot of pride in this building, as I've said before. I think it's more than a building for us because a lot of us have been here since the place opened up. So it feels a little bit more like a home, if you will.
What did you feel like was the cause of the difference between the first and second halves?
I don't think we went out in the second half with the same defensive grit. I felt in the first half, Andy and Ned, in particular Kyle, were doing such a great job of turning back and double teaming, helping our defenders to close things down. We were filling the gaps so that they couldn't play passes in between us. I just thought all the details that we talked about over and over again, we were paying attention to them to their utmost in the first half, and then in the second half it was kind of like, oh, we don't need to do those things. And I think we just felt like we were a little too comfortable, and I don't know that there was any reason we should have. It was only 1-0.
You know, nevertheless, since that, surrendering all those goals against Cruz Azul, you guys haven't allowed a goal. Do you think that was kind of a wake-up call, or what do you think's changed since then?
Well, I do, and I said after that game it was extremely uncharacteristic for our team to play the way they did in the last 15 minutes of that game. I think that we're past that. Even tonight in the last 15 minutes, I mean, we may not have possessed the ball as much as I would have liked or created enough chances as I would have liked in the second half, but I don't know how many clear-cut chances they had either. So we're doing something right, and we take a tremendous amount of pride in it. I think a lot of people feel the same way I do, that we play really nice soccer, it's fun to watch, but what a lot of people don't know is how much pride we take in our defending.
You had two big saves off the line by Kyle and then by Andy on set pieces that were just huge for you tonight. Yeah. Talk about how important that is off set pieces, especially where we've struggled in the past.
Yeah, no, it's big important. We've hammered away at that since the beginning of preseason. We pay a lot of attention to it. We watch a lot of video. We inform our players who runs where. We have the marks sorted out. And we knew we were going to be in a little bit of a spot tonight because I think size-wise we were outmatched on a few of our marks. So credit to the guys that were alert to make plays on the goal line for sure.
Jason, you mentioned the defense, and another record that you're close to breaking, or in position to, is the league record for goals against average. Does that cross your mind about how much it would mean to reach that achievement if you did?
Not so much actually, but it should. I guess I'm a little bit more of a details-oriented person than a statistic guy. If I feel like I'm really pleased with the defensive effort, as I said I was in the first half, then that's enough for me. I guess the other stuff I always feel like is going to come. The stats and the records and all that kind of stuff. If we do things well, if we pay attention to the details, if we're fully committed, then results, stats, shutouts, everything will come.
Can you explain your thinking on the Gonzalez substitution?
Yeah, Robbie Finley at halftime told us he was feeling very ill. He has been feeling ill since we left Mexico, actually. A few of our guys have had stomach ailments for now the past week. And I didn't know that, but at halftime he felt very ill, and then just shortly before we subbed him, I saw him bend down, and I thought he was done. And I knew there was going to reach a point where he was running himself out of legs, and so we needed a guy that was going to really work hard for us, and somebody that's a gifted attacking player. And those two qualities are what makes up Nelson Gonzalez.
So, you already mentioned that the second half was subpar, but nevertheless, you have to feel pretty good about getting a clean sheet against probably the most talked about attacking.
There's no doubt about it, yeah. I mean, anytime you look on the lineup sheet and it says Thierry Henry and Juan Pablo Angel, I think you probably are thinking to yourself, I hope they don't score too many goals on us. So to have 0 is quite nice.
Speaking of that, it didn't seem like Henry had about a contribution to the game. What were your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I think it wouldn't be my place to say.
Did Spindler come off because of a little injury?
Yeah,
Like
he's tweaked his hamstring.
Is it badly, or was it more precautionary to bring him off?
No, it was bad enough that he asked to come off. So anytime a player does that, it gives you the indication that he must know it's pretty bad.
Jason, LA got a tie, Columbus got a win. That means going into Thursday in Seattle, we win, we leapfrog both of them in Supporters Shield and leapfrog LA in the Western Conference. You know, granted a match in hand, but how important would that be to really boost the team and go into the last few matches really on an up note?
It's already been mentioned to the players. It would be huge. There's no doubt about it. We feel like we feel a lot of pride in what we've done here over several years, and to kind of answer a lot of naysayers about what they said about us at the end of last season would be gigantic, in my opinion, to say, oh, you thought we were just a good team at the end of last year. We'll show you over the course of 2010 what kind of team we are.
Jason, how nice was it to have a full week off for a change?
Very nice, very nice. I wish we had another full week, but we don't. It's a short week ahead of us.
I know it's hard to play that much soccer, but do you ever feel like maybe that kind of helps you players, fitness even that much more? Then when they get a week off, it just feels so good.
I mean, certainly. I mean, if we take the weeks off and handle them correctly by resting the guys, we think that that's hugely important for those weeks. We do have some of the players that like to tell me that, oh, I feel better. The more I play, I feel better. I know that's not factually correct, because the body just has to wear down playing that many matches and that many minutes.
Given the results tonight, Jason, does it change your feeling about whether you're a long shot for Supporters Shield or not?
I still would say we're very much a long shot. I haven't looked at the other records. Somebody would probably know better than me, this guy over here. But just the number of home games we have versus away game, I think that in and of itself puts us behind the 8 ball a bit.
Okay, guys, locker room.